the end of the first phase of our journey. Wilson attempting to learn
Hola.
a bit of Spanish. As you can see, there's not a great deal of people going to Peru. Could say we're in the minority. Take 17.
Hello there, all at SKCC. We just wanted, this is our not so live satellite link up. We just wanted to share some of our experiences on our Peru trip, and we just wanted, so much has happened in that time, and we just wanted to tell you about our Sunday that we've just experienced. Gary.
So we started off meeting a guy just outside the hostel we were staying in called Christopher, who was a deaf and mute guy. And it was really quite an interesting guy. He sort of drew us into his space and started trying to communicate with us. And he made gestures of the cross and then began to tell us the story of Zacchaeus and actually acted it out live in front of us and referred to himself as being Zacchaeus, a person who was shunned by society. And we were to grow to learn that actually that was the case. Lots of people sort of gave him evils or blanked him, didn't really want to know him. But he was really impressed that we gave him time and took him in. We then sort of went on a bit of a walk with him, didn't know where we were going. Ended in us trying to give him some money, which he became quite angry about, and it was clear that he didn't want any money. So then we gestured to go for some breakfast, which he was up for. And then at breakfast he shared the story of the Good Samaritan with us, and actually called us Good Samaritans in the way that we were with him, which was really quite moving and touching. And when we parted, it was quite, I don't know, his heart went out to us, and it was an amazing experience really. And we communicated more with Christopher than we have with anyone else on this journey so far, which was kind of ironic.
Yeah, so from there we went to church, which is right next door to our hostel, and we didn't know what to expect at all. And when we pitched up there, there was 4 other people there that were all visitors and the pastor. And the pastor came over to us, he asked us to write down our problems. Gary mentioned his ankle, which the pastor anointed with oil. And then I mentioned I had a bad hamstring, which I was invited to go back to a room at the back of the church and anoint myself with oil, which was quite a funny experience. And then we came back, we were asked to go up the front of the church. There's a big picture of Mount Sinai on the stage. We were asked to put our hands on the picture of Mount Sinai and pray. And as we were praying, the pastor was praying for our problems, walking up and down on some sand that was behind us. Very odd experience. And at the end of the service, we just asked if we could pray for the pastor. We didn't speak any Spanish, and he couldn't speak any English. He looked very bewildered by the whole experience of us praying for him. So yeah, we left. So yeah, not a very typical Sunday morning service for us, but it was novel.
Yeah.
So.
We then moved on from our church experience to San Mateo, which was another couple of hours down the road. We went on a bus, which was rather crammed, and John's head was sort of stuck to one side under some metal railings, which I found quite amusing. Anyway, we got to San Mateo, which was a small village, and they had some kind of fiesta going on. We so happened to arrive when that was happening, and we were directed up a hill where we took ourselves up there because there was a big crowd gathering, and we sat round a kind of mini stadium and then watched a bullfight. Right, everyone back home. This is we've met up with some American dudes, some missionaries out in Peru in Honkayu. We've sort of gone to a house building site with this American team who've treated us to a little Peruvian experience. They've been out here for a week or so now, helping the homeless, giving out aid, doing health workshop to some of these kids, sort of 8, 9-year-olds. They work full time on these bricks, building these sites. They don't go to school or anything. So this is all their, like, got some aid stuff, got some clothes and that they're giving out. Been giving out shoes, some Christian material and books. So what's your name, mate?
Emmanuel?
And is this your first time on mission in Peru?
Yes.
What's it been like?
It's real different. It's overwhelming. It's not what I expected, you know. I was helping out with the clinics, passing out medicine and stuff like that. You know, basic stuff. I think God has something planned for all of us here in mission trip, and it's not over yet.